at the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, we take our job of protecting Texas waters very seriously. It's our job to ensure that all Texans have access to clean drinking water. So we monitor the water quality from the source to your sink. Hi, I'm Crystal, a public water supply work leader for TCEQ. I started out as a drinking water investigator where my job was to test the water of Texans in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, I manage 10 other investigators. I fell into the environmental field, but I can't imagine doing anything else. Our team regulates over 700 water systems in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. My team's work can take many forms, from investigating water treatment plants to making house calls when residents have problems with their water supply. Our water can be polluted from a variety of sources as it travels to your faucet. TCEQ scientists monitor our water supply every step of the way. Scientists define sources of pollution as originating from either point or non-point sources. Point source pollution is introduced into the environment at a singular discharge point, like a pipe, or a specific location, like a manufacturing facility. Non-point source pollution is difficult to control because it comes from everywhere. There are dozens of activities that expose water sources to contamination. Some of these activities include leaking septic tanks, homeowners applying fertilizers and pesticides to their lawns, people not picking up after their dogs, and cars leaking oil. An example of how we protect our natural water supply is through the Edwards Aquifer Protection Program. They ensure that contaminants don't enter the water table by assessing locations that might allow pollutants to enter our groundwater. After water is collected from the source, my team comes in to ensure that the water is safe for human consumption. We look for things like breaks in the pipes, checking for adequate water pressure and chlorine, ensuring adequate treatment of untreated water, and confirming that the water system is complying with state regulations. There are several different types of pollutants that can enter our waters. Some are harmless, while others are more dangerous to the environment or can cause negative health impacts to humans. Physical contaminants primarily impact the appearance or other properties of water. For example, soil erosion can cause sediments or organic materials to become suspended in lakes and streams. Also, heavy rains can deposit large amounts of contaminants into bodies of water, making them harder to treat. Chemical contaminants are elements or compounds that may be naturally occurring or human-made. Examples of chemical contaminants include nitrogen, metals, and human or animal drugs. Fertilizers, pesticides, animal waste, and other harmful substances can wash into our waterways. Biological contaminants refer to microbes such as bacteria, viruses, protozoans, and parasites. These can originate from leaking septic systems or areas with livestock. Radiological contaminants can occur naturally or result from human activity. They can become unstable over time and be harmful to living tissue if ingested or absorbed. Interestingly, some locations in Texas have naturally occurring radiation in their groundwater. When we are testing a site, we use a handheld testing kit like this one. The kit analyzes drinking water to see if it has the right amount of disinfectant, such as chlorine. We usually collect samples in bottles and then send them to the lab for further analysis. My analyzer tests for multiple parameters at one time, allowing us to conduct our investigations accurately and quickly. Chem keys, which look similar to a microchip, are used with the machine, and each chem key has a different reagent it can test for. To use the kit, you first identify the water source that you wish to test. You then peel back the packaging to show the end of the chem key and insert the end of that chem key into any slot on the SL1000. Rinse the sample cup with the water sample and fill the sample cup to the fill line with water. Put the meter into the sample cup and wait for the sound alert to remove the meter. Finally, you just wait for the measurement to complete. If we see something that needs further analysis, we will collect water in bottles to send off to the lab. When we get results back from the lab, they typically look like this and are calculated in milligrams per liter. This data helps us determine if some type of contamination has occurred in the drinking water. The scientists at TCEQ ensure that our water is protected from pollutants, but we need every Texan to help. Dispose of your waste properly, especially if it's hazardous. Don't overwater your lawn to prevent erosion and runoff pollution. Use pesticides and fertilizers safely by following the label's directions. And teach your family and friends about why it's important to take care of our environment.